Welcome to beautiful CHS Field in St. Paul, the home of the Saints, for the Section 5 4A Baseball Championship round. The number 1 seed, the Champlin Park Rebels, and the number 2 seed, the Totino-Grace Eagles. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. Champlin Park needs to sweep 2 to take the section title because they lost to this very same Totino-Grace team earlier here in this section tournament by a 5-1 score. Then the Rebels came back with a huge comeback. 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to knock Centennial out on Monday night to advance to this spot. And here's the lineup for the Rebels and Corey Davis. Aaron Klepner, the pitcher, will lead it off. Riley Johnson in center hits second. Eric Pearson, the first base, hitting third. Jeff Wayloggy, the second baseman, hits fourth. Derek Smith, the catcher, hits fifth. Zach Loven in right field, and it's Cole Albers, the shortstop. Hunter Yerkes at third base, and Alex Lacrages in left field, hitting number 9. For Mike Smith and the Grace Eagles, of course, they just need 1 win to advance to the state tournament. Their defense looks like this. Nick Holton at third, Kyle Halverson at short, Jacob Zerbe at second, Hunter Lindquist at first base, Ryan Johnson, Nolan Nielsen, Daniel Jacob in the outfield, Jens Radicek behind the plate. And doing the pitching for Totino-Grace this evening, he is their senior right-hander, Alex Spivacek. 5-1 and a 1.21 ERA and 46 in the third innings. He has walked just 8 and struck out 30. Really, 2 guys have done the bulk of the pitching for the Eagles this year. Alex Spivacek and Dylan Dubuque, who beat the Rebels last time around and presumably would be ready to go for game 2 if needed here this evening. So Klepner will step in. He's had a good year with the bat and as a pitcher for the Rebels. Takes ball 1. Aaron as a hitter, .403 batting average. 4 doubles, 1 home run. He's driven in 9, scored 23. And a quick 2-0 count to start things out. Spivacek did pitch against Champlin Park earlier this season, and the Rebels won that one. Champlin Park, definitely a better, more consistent regular season than Totino. They only lost 2 games all year, but you get to playoff times when it counts. In Champlin Park, see that loss to Totino before bouncing back to knock Centennial out. And Klepner will draw a walk to begin the game here for the Rebels. See if it does not look like they intend to run for him. So Riley Johnson will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. Maybe a little early jitters here for Spivacek as he promptly walks Klepner to begin the game. Riley Johnson, .429 batting average for Champlin Park. First pitch, a fastball high and in. He's had 3 doubles, a couple of triples, 14 runs batted in. That one nips the outside corner, and Spivacek finally has his first strike, so 1-1. Klepner is 10 for 11 as a base stealer, so it'd be a shock to see him running. I think they really want to make Spivacek prove he can throw strikes, so before they even, you feel like right now might get him to second without having to try and steal. Radicek has to dig it out of the dirt. It's a 3-1 count. Runner is going. Pitch is outside for ball 4, and Johnson draws a walk. So runners at first and second. 2 straight walks to begin things here. And Eric Pearson will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. Pearson, a .359 average this year, a team high 20 runs batted in. He's got 4 doubles, a couple of triples, 1 home run. So Spivacek, who has not, had too much trouble with the walk this year, Here's a high chopper to third. They go to second for one. And that is all they'll end up getting. Is unable to get it out of his glove there was Zerbe. So Klepner advances to third. Johnson is out on a forced 5-4, and Pearson aboard on a fielder's choice. See, just Zerbe never could quite get it out of his glove. Not entirely sure they were going to have it out there anyway, but it certainly was a possibility. So now runners at the corners, one out. Jeff Wayloggy steps in here for Champlin Park. Hitting .371 this year, 14 runs batted in. Has 7 doubles, a triple, and a homer to his credit. Spivacek on the fake to third and then to first. So look at Corey Davis, the Rebels head coach. His team has had a little more experience actually playing on this field than have the Eagles. So pitch is over for a strike. Champlin Park, obviously, you say, okay, they had to play that extra game because they were in the loser's bracket. However, they got some good momentum built at the end of that game. I think that, to an extent might feel like it was a good thing for them to, obviously you end up using up a little more pitching, whereas Totino didn't have to. But I think that's a night they'll remember for a while, and they're trying to use that to carry over into this championship round. Chopper to third. It's a foul ball. Holton had a pretty good pickup on that ball. It was right down the line. It's going to be a long throw to make, though. One-two, and he's going to come to first instead. And Pearson just diving back in. They, of course, had to keep an eye on Klepner, too, though, to make sure he wasn't going to come down from third. Pearson has stolen 6 bases this year. Rebels have run a fair amount, it looks like, by their stats. He is going here. Pitches a strike. Throw down to second is not in time, and the runner scores. Klepner coming in with the first run of the game here for Champlin Park. So not only do they allow the run, they don't get the out at second either as Pearson swipes it. A little bit surprising how Totino handled that one maybe, but I guess they would have felt that, it would be big enough for them to get an out there, but it didn't happen. Derek Smith now the hitter for Champlin Park. Takes the first pitch for a strike. So 2 gone, runner at second, 1 run in as Grace is hoping for the strikeout throw, a double play, and they don't get it. Chopper to third, Holton charging, and he throws Smith out. And the inning comes to an end. Champlin Park does get 1 in the inning, 1 run, no hits. No Grace errors and 1 left aboard. So after 1/2 inning, it is Champlin Park 1 and Totino-Grace getting set to come to the plate. And the lineup will look like this for the Eagles. Nolan Nielsen in center leads it off, and it's Kyle Halverson, the shortstop. Jens Radicek, the catcher, hits third. Hunter Lindquist at first base. Will Rogg, the DH, hits fifth, and Nick Holton at third. Ryan Johnson in left. Jacob Zerbe, the second baseman, and Daniel Jacob in right. And defensively for Champlin Park, Hunter Yerkes, Cole Albers, Jeff Wayloggy, and Eric Pearson in the infield. Alex Bakrages, Riley Johnson, Zach Loven in the outfield. Derek Smith, the catcher, and doing the pitching for the Rebels is right-hander Aaron Klepner. He said he got things started offensively by drawing that leadoff walk, and he'll be counted on the hill here a little bit. 5-0 record in 38 innings. He has walked 10 struck out 23, allowed 29 base hits, a 1.11 earned run average for Champlin Park. Also a very good basketball player for the Rebels as well. So not a great start maybe for Mike Smith's Eagles there, but they do get out of it allowing just the one run. And obviously, you don't like to give up a run early like that, but at the same time, the way the inning started, it looked like there was a possibility of more than that. So Coach Smith and the Eagles getting set to step in. As we said, they are the undefeated team here in this section tournament. So Nolan Nielsen will lead it off here for Grace. And he looks at ball one. Nielsen, 238 average, although 443 on base because he's walked 23 times, a team high total, and he's also scored 18 runs. So guy with a pretty good eye takes a strike there. And that one's a strike, so 1-2. And a called third strike. Nielsen caught looking to begin the game. Right at this is a 6 p.m. start, and most of the field is in sun, but you see the hitters in shade. And I got to believe that ball might be a little bit tough to pick up when the pitching mound's still in bright sunlight, and then coming in for that last 10 feet or so into darkness, more or less. And it's something that obviously the same for both teams and all that, but I got to believe it's a little tough at the moment to pick things up for the hitters. That one outside for a ball. And on the flip side, I think a little bit of sun to deal with certainly for the center and left fielder and the left side of that infield as well early on. Halverson knocking one pass short and into center field for a base hit. And Totino-Grace has its first hit and first base runner as Halverson delivers a single. So Jens Radocek will be the hitter now for Totino-Grace. 254 average for him, 14 runs batted in, second on the team. Third on the team. Has 4 extra base hits, all of them doubles. And looks at ball one. The Eagles as a team, not gaudy hitting stats really. They've got a lot of solid hitters, but hitting just 258 as a team. Fouls that one back. Averaging a little over 4 runs per game. So a team that's been able to win some low scoring, some close games too, but this one is scorched back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Radocek as Klepner had to duck out of the way. Klepner was about 6'5", 6'6", and he had to make sure this one didn't get him. And so back-to-back solid singles here for the Eagles, and Hunter Lindquist will be the batter now for Grace. Got a courtesy runner on at first here for Totino as Mason Schuler comes on. Lindquist hitting a 270. He has 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Big cut and a miss. So 1-1. Totino-Grace trying to answer that first inning run that Champlin Park put up. That one way short of the plate. In fact, it hit the chalk of the front of the batter's box. That's a heck of a play by Smith to keep that ball, not only stop it, but really to catch it and keep the runners right where they are. Here's a hard hit ball, and it skips through it short, and a run will score. Ball was awful close to hitting the runner Halverson, but he played it just right, and there's no doubt his presence made that a tough play at shortstop. As it's driven, you see the umpire's there, the runner's there, and it just flies right on through Cole Albers. And they are going to rule that as a base hit. So an RBI single for Lindquist, and so a 1-1 tie. And there's a strike taken here by Will Rogg, the DH for Totino-Grace. He is hitting .309, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in, 12 runs scored. So you see why they have him in the lineup with the bat as he fouls this one back. Swing and a miss, and a pitch down and in. So out number 2 recorded by Klepker, and he gets the strikeout on a pitch off the plate there. And so 2 gone, and Nick Holton will be the batter now for Totino-Grace. Nick's hitting at .217, but he has driven in 6, scored 10 times. There's a strike. Driven to right field, but it's going to hang up, and a head-high grab made out there by Loven on that line drive. So Holton hits the ball well, but he is out. Eagles do get 1 run in the first on 3 base hits, no errors, and they leave a couple. It is 1-1 after an inning.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Will, for example. His first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. He's learning production skills and now has access to cutting-edge equipment. He's working on local music productions, meeting new people, and gaining experience needed to produce his own show. Best of all, he's sharing his passion for music with others in his community. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
And so each team gets one in the first inning here in the Section 5 4A Baseball Championship round, as Totino-Grace answers the run Champlin Park put up with 3 straight singles to tie things up. Zach Loven leading things off in inning 2 here for Champlin Park. Zach on the year hitting at .295, a .419 on base percentage here. And that one nearly hit him. Got 10 doubles. That's the most on the team. And taken for ball 3. So Spivacek has had a little trouble with his control. He walked the first 2 hitters. And now starts out 3-0 on the leadoff hitter in the second. And outside for ball 4. So Loven will draw the walk, and Cole Albers will step up here for Champlin Park. Cole hitting at .232 on the season, 14 runs scored. He's driven in 7, 4 doubles to his credit. And squares around but fouls it away. Vlasic will toss to first and Logan back in. Squares around again, gets the bunt down. Holton will go to first, had to hesitate briefly, and they get the out there. So Albers moves the runner over. Loven down to second, and Hunter Yerkes will hit now for Champlin Park. Yerkes hasn't batted all that much this year. He's 3 for 21, so hitting 143. Couple of doubles and has driven in 1. Be a great spot for number 2 right here, wouldn't it? That pitch way up high and in. And drives this ball to right center field, and it's going to be down for a hit. Champlin Park will take the lead back. And digging for second is Yerkes, and he is in with a double as Loven scores for a 2-1 Rebels lead. Yerkes goes with the pitch and drives it out there. They had him played pretty much straight up and just a long run to get there. And Jacob finally gets to it, and Loven obviously scores easily on that play. So Backridges will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. Spivacek laboring a little bit early in this one, falls behind now 2-1. Backridges hits it back up the middle. Nice play to cut it off. Throw to first is in time. Runner does move over, but that's a nice play to get that all-important out as Halverson ranging over to his left. And then makes a strong throw as well. Lindquist had to reach for it a little bit, but they get Backridges out. Yerkes to third, and Klepner will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. Takes a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. And a tapper back at the middle. Spivacek flags it down and flips to first. And they get the out. But Champlin Park, they'll take it. A run per inning would be fine with them. 1 run, 1 base hit. No errors and 1 left aboard. We go to the bottom of 2 here at CHS Field. It's 2-1 Rebels.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Totino-Grace will have the bottom third of the order coming up here in the bottom half of inning number 2 as they trail Champlin Park 2-1. Ryan Johnson, Jacob Zerbe, and Daniel Jacob will hit for the Eagles against Aaron Klepner. So both pitchers have had somewhat rocky starts here as first inning was control trouble for Spivacek, and then second inning he did walk a batter and then was doubled in. And meanwhile, Klepner gave up 3 hard ground balls for the most part that got through. So 1-1 game, and then the last out was a line out to right. Ryan Johnson trying to get things started here for Grace in the second, and he does exactly that. A liner past the second baseman, and he will be aboard. So they seem to be locked in fairly good against Klepner so far. Another look at that one. Solidly hit ball just onto the outfield grass, and now Zerbe will hit. Zerbe hitting at .217. He has walked 10 times, driven in 7. Squares around and gets the bunt down, and it's a very good one. Throw to first base in plenty of time, so each team electing to sacrifice when they got the lead off aboard in the second with the bottom part of their order up. And Zerbe did his job very well there, put that ball right on the third base line. And Daniel Jacob will hit now for Grace. Daniel hitting at .295. 3 runs batted in, 11 runs scored. Fouls the first pitch away. And same result, foul Tapper there. They're playing him slightly to pull the outfield, and 320 down the right field line, 330 to left here at CHS, and about 400 to straightaway center. And there is a called third strike. Third strikeout for Klepner, 2 of them called. And so 2 gone, and Nolan Nielsen, the top of the order, will come up. Boy, a tough pitch there. Off speed, about the knees and inner part of the plate. So Nielsen steps up, who took a called third strike his first time up. Trying not to strand that runner out there at second. Takes ball 1 here from Klepner. Fastball over for a strike, so 1-1. Under to short. Close play, but they get him at first base as Albers handles that one flawlessly, and the Eagles are done in the second. No runs, 1 base hit. No errors, and they strand 1. We have completed 2 here at CHS Field. Champlin Park 2 and Totino-Grace 1.
30 million Americans will suffer from an eating disorder at some point in their lives. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Hi, I work at the NEDA helpline. We have something called Click to Chat, which is a live chat with someone on the helpline, and they're really able to get support.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back as we look at some of the fans on hand for this one here. Champlin Park leading Totino-Grace 2-1. Riley Johnson stepping in here for the Rebels to begin inning number 3, and he takes ball 1 up high. Johnson walked his first time up. Chopper to short. And nice play on the run there as Halverson taking that hop at about waist high and throws Johnson out. 1 gone, and Eric Pearson will bat now for the Rebels. Another look at that one as Johnson runs pretty well there, but got him by a good step. So Pearson bounced one to third, and he had a force play at second. He reached, and he slices that one a long way, but foul into the seats down the right field line. Outstanding ballpark here, and boy, this is, obviously the home of the Saints, but a great fit for the, high school games too. Target field a little bit big, probably for most high school games, and then you have it be real special to have that state championship there, but you can have a lot of the other sectional and state games right here at CHS Field. Big enough that you won't have to worry about getting in, but kind of compact enough that you really feel like you're seeing the game real well from pretty much anywhere here, I would guess. 2 balls and a strike now to Pearson. Fouls that one off the catcher. Champlin Park leading, and I think it may have been the last regular season poll, moved to number 1 in the state 4A rankings. And again, they were the top seed in this section, but Totino-Grace is the team with 0 losses here in the section tournament, so I don't know if you call one or the other the favorite at this point. Rebels need to take a pair. Liner up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Pearson. So both teams hitting the ball some in the early going here. A 1-out single for Pearson, and Wayloggy will be the batter here for Champlin Park. Another look at that one, and Pearson stole second base when he reached last time, and really by him getting there, helped contribute to their run, because it was a double steal. Klepner scored from third, but had he been tagged out before Klepner got home, it would have been the 3rd out of the inning. Instead, he was safe and the run scored, so keep our eye over there on Pearson, see if they would think of starting him again. Strike taken there. Wayloggy struck out on the play I was talking about there, where Pearson successfully stole second. Reaches out and pokes it foul down the right field line, right near the tarp there. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Spivacek, and lifted to center field. That one's going to drop in. And a base hit. Back-to-back singles here for Champlin Park. That one not hit nearly as well as Pearson's, but a little tweener there just over the infield and just in front of the center fielder coming on there, Nielsen. And so Derek Smith will bat now for Champlin Park. They've not been lacking for base runners early in this ball game, and I'm sure they're kind of thinking that, we were happy to get a run in each of the first 2 innings, but boy, if we could string together a couple here, it could be a big inning. Smith lines one to right, and that will be down for a hit. Going to send the runner to the plate. Here's the relay, not in time. And it's 3-1 as Pearson around to score on a line single to right by Smith. No hesitation to send Pearson there. Another look, the throw taken by the first baseman Lindquist, and then his relay not in time. Pearson in rather easily. And a runner at first base now is Cal Hansen running for the catcher Smith. So first and second, one out, and a 3-1 lead here for the Rebels. And now Zach Loven, who walked last time around, takes a strike. A little bit surprised that Wayloggy wasn't didn't advance over to third. I guess he wanted to be sure that they weren't just going to cut that throw and then get him caught. And probably a good decision overall. A 1-1 count here to the Rebels right fielder as they try and add to a 3-1 lead. Pickoff play to second and safe, and that ball coming close. That's a dangerous one. He threw it really right over the back of the runner. If that ball glances off his shoulder or helmet or whatever, it may very well advance both runners. Taken up high for ball 2. And this one is driven to fairly deep right center, although it's going to be playable. Catch made. Wayloggy is tagging. Here comes the throw into third, and not in time. So Loven flies out to right field. And runners at the corners now with 2 outs, and Cole Albers will bat here for Champlin Park. And they're going to appeal to second, but umpire says safe, that he did not leave early on the tag up. Radicek out. Well, last time in this similar situation, Grace did throw through to try and get the runner stealing from first to second and did not get him and allowed a run to score. So it wasn't exactly the same situation in terms of number of outs, but and pounded foul past third by Albers, who had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Flip to first, and they've got him picked off. Let's see what Grace does on the rundown. Throw to the plate, and he is out. Wayloggy cut down as they had the runner Hansen picked off, and he was going to try and get in the rundown to keep it going long enough to get the run, but Grace gets the out pretty easily right there. So for Champlin Park in the third, they do get 1 run on 3 base hits, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 3-1 Champlin Park.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Champlin Park with a 3-1 lead here as they try and win this one and force a second game for the championship. It'll be Halverson, Radicek, and Lindquist, the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for Grace in the bottom half of the third. Both teams have been hitting the ball some here. I don't necessarily think we'll stay at this score here. They've shown an ability to put the ball in play with some fairly hard hit balls early on here. Not like they're tattooing the pitchers, but definitely the possibility of some more runs, I would think. Halverson singled and scored his first time up against Klepner. Hits the ball hard, and that one will go right through Wayloggy. And Halverson is aboard to begin inning number 3. Got to believe this will be scored as an error here. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Yep, E4. Didn't really stay down on that one. So Radicek will bat now for Totino-Grace. He had a single his first time up. Chopper foul. And time requested here. I always get into the situation when it's either a 1 or a 2 game thing where you start to wonder about, do you prepare as though there's going to be a game 2 when you're thinking pitching wise, or do you just go all out to win this one? That being Totino-Grace, of course, the team with a little cushion. Obviously, Champlin Park has to go all out to win this one. Fouls it away toward the Rebels dugout. See if they might think about getting Halverson moving here. And Klepner thinks the same, and the throw over there not quite in time. Halverson had to really lunge back in there, and takes a moment to get himself dusted off. And they're not going, and this ball fouled off the foot of Radicek. Another 1-2 offering coming here from Aaron Klepner. And fouled off the top of the screen and hopped over into the stands. And somebody made a grab on a couple of caroms there. And here's a soft liner into right field for another base hit. Radicek now 2 for 2 as he strokes a single there. That's been pretty similar to a lot of the Grace hits so far. Just reached out, didn't crush it, but got enough of, flicked the wrist and got enough of it to knock it into right field. And courtesy runner for the catcher again will be Mason Schuler down there at first base for Grace. So they have now put 5 hits in the book. Runners at first and second and nobody out. Hunter Lindquist is the hitter. He had that hard shot that eluded the shortstop, Albers. It was kind of a difficult play because the runner was right in his vision too. Skies this one out to center field. Riley Johnson camps underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. Had the sunglasses on out there, and good thing. That was a high ball into the sun. But he's able to hang on and make the play. Will Rogg will be the batter here for Grace. And he looks at a first pitch strike. One of 3 strikeout victims for Klepner so far in this game for the Rebels. And fouls that one away at the plate. And that one's in the dirt, and Smith makes a good stop, and it bounces off the hitter, Rogg. That was one of those 55-footers there. It was out in the dirt in front of the plate. But Smith able to block it with his body. Chopper to third. Throw to second for the out. Relay to first, a double play. Well, he was going to try and tag the runner there. Didn't get that done, but they still turn the DP. So for Totino in inning number 3, no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left aboard. As you see the unusual 5-4-3 double play.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing. Wow!
I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark. That was awesome! Let's go again. 3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Perfect night for baseball here at CHS Field, Champlin Park, leading Totino-Grace 3-1. The Rebels will send Cole Albers up to begin the top of the 4th. The 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Champlin Park. Cole had a sacrifice in inning number 2. He was at the plate when they got that pickoff to end the 3rd. So, of course, we like to slate clean on the count with him. He is now heading the count 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. Spivacek, I think, is probably thinking right now, I need to hold them about where they are and give us a chance. Giving up single runs in each of the first 3 innings. Ooh, that one hurt. Albers fouls it off his leg. See where it hits the left instep or top of the foot there, kind of look like. Now here's where you're an infielder, you're thinking, okay, now if he hits me the ball, I know he's probably going to be a little slower than he was before that last pitch. Fights that one off on a pitch in on the hands. Pounded up the middle, long way to go. Nice stop, throw to first, not in time. Albers aboard on the infield hit despite a really nice play by Halverson. And his one hop throw just not quite in time. Had to make the pivot and throws And definitely beat out there. Nice job by Lindquist to snare that one, but so Albers will be aboard. That ball hitting him in the foot didn't slow him down all that much like I was claiming there. Hunter Yerkes will be the batter. He had a double to knock in a run last time around. See what Champlin Park is thinking here. They've sacrificed in this spot earlier in the game, but maybe you say, well, Hunter hit the ball well last time. We'll give him a shot to swing away. Spivacek, oh, that ball gets away. And so now they won't need to bunt. Albers down to second, and obviously there's quite a bit of room and foul ground over here as well. Seemed like a pretty routine play there, and it just gets away. Another look at Spivacek's throw. Yeah, that was a tough one into the runner. I had to score it as an error on the pitcher there. Lindquist reaching across the body of the runner. So E1 will advance him to second. And now Yerkes presumably won't need to bunt. Drives it foul down the right field line. It'll get to the seats. Fouls this one straight back. Yerkes getting a big hack at that one. Been a good year for baseball in the northwest suburbs. Already got the Wayzata Trojans into the 4A tournament by winning Section 6. Maple Grove in the final in Section 8 on Thursday night up at St. John's. And they are the unbeaten team there, and obviously one or the other of these teams will be in the tournament as well. And so possibilities of having 3 of our teams in the Class 4A tournament. Also Heritage Christian, small school in Maple Grove, is into the final in Section 4A. Here's a hard hit ball into left field for a base hit. Albers being stopped as he rounds third. So Yerkes is 2 for 2. That's nice when you can get that out of your number 8 hitter. Yerkes drives this ball hard. One of the few balls that's really been pulled for either team here today, and drove that one to left. It got out there fairly quickly, and they decide not to send Albers. So Alex Bakrages will hit here for Champlin Park. Runners at the corners, nobody out. So there's definite possibilities for doing some things on the bases or maybe bunting here or whatever with Bakrages. Looks at a first pitch strike. Totino-Grace has the middle infielders playing at double play depth. Fouls this one back, so not quite to the point where they feel they need to have the infield up here, it looks like. So meanwhile, the Rebels, like I said, trying to get an inning where they really put some things together even more than what they've done. They've scored 1 in each of the first 3. Flip to first, and runner on third. Albers was eyeing the possibilities of taking off there if that ball had been dropped or mishandled in any way over there. Runner going from first, and a foul tip. He just got a piece of that. Bakrages did. See what the Eagles do if Yerkes is going, and he is not this time. Pitch way up high. Spivacek faking again. And throw to first. They do have them in a rundown. Throw sails into center field. A run will score. And Yerkes trots into second. So Albers comes home. Good pickoff move, but then Lindquist airmails that throw. Second throwing error of the inning on the Eagles. And so that'll make it 4-1 Champlin Park, as you see Albers able to walk on home there. Fouled out of play down the right field side, so Totino-Grace hurting themselves defensively this inning. A couple of throwing errors are not helping their cause. Lifted to center field and a little tough in the sun. Catch made, runner is tagging. And advancing over to third is Yerkes on that fly out to center. So Klepner will be the hitter here for Champlin Park. Another look, I think just very briefly there was some trouble with the sun there for Nielsen, but he stays with it. Now the infield will come in here for Totino-Grace as Klepner steps in, runner at third and one out. They're already down 4-1. They just can't afford to give up any more here. And it's a line single up the middle for a base hit by Klepner. Another run will score for Champlin Park. Yerkes comes home, and Klepner with an RBI single here for the Rebels. I think even with the infield back, that ball most likely gets through there, so I don't know that that had any impact. That's still the right move to make in that spot anyway. 5-1 lead now for Champlin Park, and they're looking for more. Riley Johnson, the hitter, takes a strike. Riley had a walk, and then a grounder to short. And takes a breaking ball in the dirt. This is kind of what I was talking about, the situation where you're Totino-Grace right now. You know, if this were a closer game, you might think about bringing in, you know, your next top pitcher. Klepner took off real early, then stopped. Flipped to short to get the double play turned. Klepner was going to go, but then held up. So Riley Johnson bounces into a 4-6-3 DP. The Eagles get out of the inning, but 2 runs in the inning for Champlin Park. 3 base hits, 2 costly errors, and no one left on base. It's 5-1 Rebels.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Lindsay, for example. Her first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. Right away, she received professional training and now has the tools and skills necessary to produce her own show. She's turning dreams into realities right from her own home. And best of all, she's sharing her passion with members of her community and beyond. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Champlin Park holding a 5-1 lead on Totino-Grace as we go to the bottom half of inning number 4 here. Champlin Park win would force a second game for the championship. Totino-Grace trying to get some offense going here and see if they can't rally back a little bit as they scored 1 in the first and then had a pretty good opportunity in the third, but a double play ball into that. So Nick Holton will lead it off here for the Eagles in inning number 4. He lined out to right field his first time up. Six, seven, 8 hitters in the order batting in this to start the inning for Grace. See Klepner and Smith out there to have a little quick conversation just before the inning started there. Making sure they're on the same page signal-wise here. And that one in dirt for ball one. So 2-0 count here to Holton, leading off the fourth for Grace. Strike zone as well, 3-0. Klepner has not walked a batter in the game, but in danger of doing so right here. That one's a strike. And that one over the outside corner, so 3-2. Nice feeling for Klepner to be given this 5-1 lead. A little chopper, gonna be a tough play, but the play is made, and nicely so there by Hunter Yerkes. So one gone here in the fourth. Just a little soft tapper, but good hands there, and he's got his momentum going toward first. Actually got him without too much trouble there. So Ryan Johnson will be the hitter for Grace. He had a single in the second. Takes that one in the dirt for ball one. And now even up at 1-1. High chopper and a nice big hop there to Yerkes, and two gone. He makes back-to-back plays to begin the fourth inning. Also had the started the last double play to end the third inning as well, so they've hit 3 in a row toward him. Jacob Zerbe will be the hitter now for Grace. You know, interesting when you're the team with no losses. I mean, you want your team to be lose, but you don't really want them to come into this game thinking, well, that's okay, we've got a little cushion. We can lose this first one and still be okay. You don't really want them thinking that way, but it's kind of human nature. Here's a hard hit ball over short and into left center for a base hit. Zerbe will take a big turn but hang on, and he has a 2-out single here in the fourth. Daniel Jacob will step up as he knocks that ball solidly over the head there of Albers. Pretty good job to get over and cut it off by Riley Johnson. So Jacob, the hitter. That's the first pitch strike. He was caught looking in the second. Hits this ball into right field for a base hit. And it'll hold at second there, and Daniel Jacob has a single, and Eagles doing a nice job of putting the ball in play with some authority. They certainly haven't been smashing the ball around on Klepner, but hitting the ball in a good spot right there. That's their 7th base hit. Now, like I said for Champlin Park, the Eagles, I'm sure, have to be thinking we need to bunch a few more of these together. We've gotten our share of hits, but only one run to show for it so far for them. Nielsen fouls the first pitch back. One pitch, a liner, and a nice grab. Wayloggy snares that one at shoe top height. And so Nielsen is out to end the 4th inning. No runs, 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple left for the Eagles. We've completed 4 here at CHS Field. It's 5-1 Rebels.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy! Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
We are here at CHS Field, St. Paul, for the Section 5 4A Baseball Championship round. Champlin Park leading Totino-Grace 5-1. If Champlin Park wins, we'll have a Game 2 for the title. And right now, looking very much like that might be the case, but still some ball to go here. Eric Pearson leading off the top of the 5th now for Champlin Park. Had a single last time up. And looks at ball 2. That one is a strike. Back up the middle and into center field for a base hit as Spivacek had to get out of the way of that one. So Pearson is 2 for 3 here for the Rebels. And Wailagi will be the hitter for Champlin Park. There's a strike I was talking about earlier a little bit with Totino-Grace. You know, you're in a spot where now you'd like to, I guess, get as much out of Spivacek as you can, because you want to, you know, kind of looking ahead and saying, okay, we have to concede. There's probably going to be a Game 2, and you want to not use anybody in this game that you don't have to. At the same time, you're not waving the white flag or anything, but just trying to get some innings out of him. Breaking ball to short. Ooh, and it takes a bad hop there. Gets away from Halverson, so everyone's safe. Just when I was about to say it could be a double play ball, instead everyone's safe. Gonna score that as an E6. And Derek Smith will hit now for Champlin Park. Derek drove in a run with a single last time up. Pitch taken for a ball as he squared around. Bunts it this time, and it's a good one down the first baseline, and Lindquist falls down. Everyone will be safe. Base is loaded up now for Champlin Park as Smith dropping the bunt down, and Lindquist just plain falls over backward there trying to pick that one up. Hansen will run for him here. And Zach Loven will be the hitter. Loven, the hitter, takes a strike, so infield up now. A walk and a flyout for Loven, his first 2 times up. And this one is lifted out to right field. Catch is made, runner bluffs but hangs on as the throw comes all the way through. So Loven flies to right, runners stay put. And Cole Albers will be the batter here for Champlin Park. Rebels really trying to break this one open. They've got a 5-1 lead, and it could grow in a hurry if they can get a base hit here. Sky to center. This one might score the run here. Catch is made. Pearson tags from third, and he will come in on the sacrifice fly to make it 6-1. Second out of the inning, but Albers will get an RBI. He's got enough of that ball and really no chance there for Nielsen to throw him out, and Pearson, see coming in, both the other runners stay put. Yerkes is the batter now, and he's 2 for 2 here for Champlin Park. They lead it 6-1. Taken outside for a ball. Skies this one out of play down the third base side. Back down by that young man. Outside there to Yerkes. And drives another one foul. Out of play, that one I think all the way out of the stadium probably. Two-2 pitch up coming here to the Champlin Park third baseman Yerkes. And takes ball 3. Spivacek not having the kind of outing he was hoping for here tonight, but still battling. And lifted to center field. A diving try, but it gets past. 2 runs are going to score on the play, I think. Yep, throw to the plate is too late, as Yerkes is now 3 for 3. A 2-run double there, despite a great effort in center by Nielsen. Laid out, couldn't quite get it. Pretty good job to get over and back that one up and make it even a semi-close play at the plate. But 2 runs do come in, and we may see a pitching change here for Totino-Grace. It looks like Don Roney coming out. Well, he hasn't taken the baseball yet. It's possible they're going to stick with Spivacek here, and it looks like they will. And again, might have more to do with just trying to save all available arms for that second game. You might, at this point, kind of say, well, we concede that we are going to probably not win this game, and we want to have everybody ready for game 2. And then you might be asking Spivacek, you know, do you still feel okay? Or are you okay to try and get us through these next innings and get ready for that second one? Backridges will be the hitter now for Champlin Park. Nearly hit him with that one. So Yerk's kind of an unexpected hero maybe a little bit today. 3 for 3, a couple doubles, 3 runs batted in. And he takes off for third and is going to make it easily. Spivacek never looked at him, and he read it. He was halfway to third before Spivacek even started into his motion. Missed for a ball there. 3-0 count here. And that one's a strike. And the throw back gets away briefly, but not far enough. And this one is skied out to center. Catch made, but the damage is done. A 3-run inning in the 5th for Champlin Park. We go to the bottom of 5. It's 8-1 Rebels.
An eating disorder feels like having another person inside your head. It kind of built this wall around me.
The main thing that we needed was hope.
Your age, your gender, your ethnicity. Eating disorders don't discriminate. They can strike anyone. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Mostly Champlin Park in this one. 8-1 Rebels as we go to the bottom of the 5th here in the Section 5 Class 4A Baseball Championship round. A Champlin Park win would force the second game for the title. It's looking more and more like that will be the case, but Halverson, Radicek, and Lindquist will try and get something going for Grace here in the bottom of the 5th. Klepner still out there on the hill for Champlin Park. He's done a nice job scattering. I mean, like I said, it doesn't like he's really completely shut them down. 7 base hits for Grace through 4 innings, but they haven't been able to bunch enough of them together, so he's held them to that 1 first inning run so far. Taken for a ball there by Halverson, who's been on both times. Single and then reached on the air by a second baseman last time up. Back up the middle and right to Klepner, and he'll run part of the way to first and then flip over to get the out. So 1 gone here in the 5th, and Radicek will be the hitter. Jens has had a good day with the bat, 2 for 2. Takes ball one. And that one is ball two. Here's the thing for Grace now too. You're gonna have to wipe the slate clean and forget about this. At the moment anyway, sitting as a rather lopsided loss, and come right back and be just as hungry and ready to go for a second game. The benefit though, the good thing for them is that they did not have to play a game the other night, so pitching wise they might be in slightly better position for a second game than the Rebels. And outside for a ball, Radicek draws a walk. In looking at their stats, it seems as though both teams have really kind of relied on a couple of horses to pitch the bulk of their innings. More so Totino than Champlin, but in both cases they had a kind of a clear 1-2 starters. Lindquist will be the batter here for Totino-Grace. Schuler on to run. Ooh, and there's a hard liner past Klepner. And Lindquist is now 2 for 3. Those are the kind Klepner just glad it was a little bit away from him there. That was a solid shot. And Will Rogg will bat here for Totino-Grace. Last time up, hit into a DP to end the third. Rip and a miss. Lifted to left field. Playable and caught by Backridge, so 2 outs. And Holton will be the hitter now for Totino-Grace. Got some of the breaking ball over for a strike. We talked about Totino with pitching and for Champlin Park right now. I'm sure they'd love to get a complete game out of Klepner if they could here to save any other arms for that second game as well. One pitch misses inside. And knocks that one in the backstop here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Klepner trying to get out of this 5th inning. Couple of runners aboard, but his team in command at 8-1. Way upstairs there, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch is taken up high for a ball, so Totino-Grace loads him up here in the 5th. And Ryan Johnson will be the hitter now for the Eagles. Boy, those 3 runs that the Rebels scored in their half of the 5th look even a lot bigger right now. If this was still 5-1 on bases full, it'd be getting a little nerve-wracking here, but they've still got this big lead. In on the hands, and he drives it foul. Taps it and it's off his body, foul ball. So Johnson trying to tighten things up a little bit here if he could get a base hit, and Klepner trying to get out of the inning. Ooh, that one almost hit him. Klepner looks like he's trying to work the inner part of the plate some. A lot of guys don't do that. It doesn't seem as prevalent anymore to be able to work that inner part or back him off the plate a little bit. Out in front of this one, and skies it fouled on the left field line. Another 1-2 pitch coming here. Bases full, 2 outs for the Eagles. And that one's up high, 2-2. Eric Smith going out to have a word here with Klepner. This is where Totino-Grace here, I think, even if you don't come back and win this one, you still would like to generate a little momentum heading into the second by maybe having a decent inning or chipping away and getting a few here later in this game, so that you don't feel like you were completely crushed. And a fly ball to short left field. And catch made there by Backridges, and so the Eagles threaten but can't score in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 3. After 5 full here at CHS Field, the Rebels 8, the Eagles 1.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Will, for example. His first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. He's learning production skills and now has access to cutting-edge equipment. He's working on local music productions, meeting new people, and gaining experience needed to produce his own show. Best of all, he's sharing his passion for music with others in his community. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
New pitcher for Totino-Grace, Zach Bond, coming on. He is pitching in a couple of games. We worked an inning and a third. No record, no ERA for him. And so they'll try and get an inning or 2 out of him and maybe get ready for that second game. As Pavasic will work 5 innings, allowing 9 hits, 8 runs. Struck out 1. Walked a total of 3 batters. Errors contributed, though, the last 4 runs, I believe, unearned. So it will be the top of the order coming up here for Champlin Park. Klepner, Johnson, and Pearson. See if they can tack on any more runs in this one. So Klepner will step up. He is 1 for 2 and also a walk. Drove in a run last time around. Takes ball one up high. And smokes that one past third and into left. Lepner will dig hard but hang on with a single to start the sixth. Just a rocket past third. And Riley Johnson will be the hitter. Takes ball one here. Riley so far 0 for 2. Also had a walk. Go down to first base. Pitch was a strike. And back in easily there is Klepner. And lifts it out to right center. That'll be down for a hit. Klepner digging in, will advance to third. Johnson a big turn, but it's going to retreat to first. So runners at the corners here for Champlin Park. And Eric Pearson will hit now for the Rebels. He drives that ball out of space out there, and Pearson's been on all 3 times, reached on the fielder's choice, and last 2 times singled. Chance to extend the lead here for the Rebels. Foul bouncing on third base way. Runner going from first. It's a solid base hit. It'll score a run. Johnson digging for third. Here comes the throw. And it wasn't handled cleanly, and he is in. And Pearson to second. So Klepner scores to make it 9-1. Pearson, his third straight base hit here for Champlin Park. And Johnson, who was running with that pitch, never hesitated. I thought they had a reasonable shot to get him at third, but the ball was not held on to by Holton. Wasn't quite going to be an out anyway, maybe. So runners at second and third now for Wayloggy for Champlin Park. Infield is in. Pitch nearly hit him. Just short. They're going to come home with it. The throw is in time. Radicek able to hang on despite Johnson's good slide. So they get the out at home. They wind up in a little pile there, but you see he held on to the ball. And Pearson held up at second on that play. He's got to make sure that his teammates coming home there, not run him off third. So Smith will be the batter. Smith lifting one out to right field. Catch made there. Pearson bluffs, but will hang on at second. So 2 outs, and Zach Loven will be the batter for the Rebels. And that one gets away from Radicek, and the runners will move up. So now second and third, 2 outs. Lovan has flied to the right fielder the last 2 at-bats after walking his first time up. And lifts this one to short center field. It's going to hang up and be caught. So the Rebels are done in inning number 6. They do get 1 run in the inning on 3 base hits, and they leave a couple. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-1 Champlin Park.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back here to CHS Field. Champlin Park leading Totino-Grace 9-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here of what appears to be game 1 of 2 here, as Champlin Park win would force a second game for the section championship. Zerbe stepping in here for Totino-Grace. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up in the 6th against Aaron Klepner, who is back out there on the hill for Champlin Park. Two-one count here to the Eagles' second baseman. And that one over the other part of the plate. 2-2. Chopper to short. And the flip on the run by Albers in plenty of time. 1 gone here in the 6th. And Daniel Jacob will be the batter for Grace. Jacob had a single last time up. He is 1 for 2. And now 2-0. Chopper foul. Each team looking for their 3rd state tournament appearance in school history. Champlin Park made it in '98 and 2003. Grace in 2006 and 2012. And this one hit fairly well to left. Oh, turning around and making the catch. Backridges. He definitely had a little adventure out there. You see, he got a smile for his center fielder as he's playing in one of the few spots where it's still real sunny too. And you see he gets turned around and just barely stays with that one and makes the catch. So difficult sun field right now for the left fielder, and he stayed with it. Nielsen, the batter now, as they come to the top of the order. He is 0 for 3 tonight, and he takes a first pitch strike. Back up the middle, and it gets past Klepner and into center field, so Nielsen has his first hit. And a 2-out base runner here for the Eagles, and Halverson will be the batter. I feel like Klepner maybe had a shot at this one, but he kind of flinched a little bit. It's coming back at you in a hurry there. And so Halverson, who singled his first time up, he scored the only run of the game for Grace. Hey, when you just looking at their bottom of the first inning, you would have maybe thought they were going to score more runs than what it's turned out, as they had 3 singles in a row. Then a pretty hard hit ball that ended that inning, a line out to right. But although they've had base runners and had hits, they haven't been able to score any more since then. There's a strike. Scorches that one fouled on the third base side. Just off the end of the bat, Halverson fouling that one away down the first base line. In the dirt there, Smith the block, and then kind of running into Halverson and trying to get to that ball there. Two-two pitch now is outside, so count runs full to Halverson. They've made Klepner work, but he's done a good job of getting out of innings when there have been runners aboard. And to the left side, that one will be through for a base hit. So Halverson now 2 for 4. 2 on, 2 out for Grace, and Radicek will be the hitter. And we're going to have a little conference here on the mound for Champlin Park. See if that might be it, perhaps, for Klepner. Corey Davis coming out, and he is going to take the ball here from Klepner, and team with a big lead at 9-1. He gets a little fist bump there for a job well done. So a pitching change here coming for Champlin Park. We'll step aside and come back with more here in the Section 5 4A Championship on 12 Sports.
30 million Americans will suffer from an eating disorder at some point in their lives. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Hi, I work at the NEDA helpline. We have something called Click to Chat, which is a live chat with someone on the helpline, and they're really able to get support.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back here. Big right-hander Drew Nelson coming on in relief here for Champlin Park. Drew, a record of 1-1 with 3 saves this year for the Rebels. He's pitched 19 1/3, allowing 17 hits. Walked 6, fanned 26, a 2.53 earned run average, so he's kind of settled into their role as the closer here, and he'll be asked to get the last 4 outs, it looks like, of this one, as Grace has 2 on with 2 outs here in the 6th. Lefner will go 5 2/3, and by the way, Aaron stayed in the game and moved to left field. So Radicek will be the batter. Couple of singles and a walk for Jens here. Nelson misses low and away to begin this at bat. Here we go. No, he did not on that high inside fastball. The good thing for Champlin Park is that they have used Nelson primarily as a reliever. He made 1 start, so it's not, an unfamiliar situation for him to have to get loose during the middle of an inning and come in with runners on base and things like that. High school teams don't necessarily always really have the defined relief roles, maybe like a major league club would have, but this is something that Drew has been doing throughout the year for the Rebels. Not a super pressure situation with this big of a lead maybe, but still it's a section elimination game. Throw to first, and they've got him. Smith comes up firing and picks off Halverson to get them out of the inning. A big throw by the catcher there for Grace in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We go to inning number 7. It's 9-1 Rebels.
Good one, son. Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing. Wow! I'm so proud of you, son. And then we went on Thunder Shark. That was awesome! Let's go again. 3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back here to CHS Field. Champlin Park in command, leading 9-1 here. Trying to force a second game for the championship. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Champlin Park in the 7th against that guy, Zach Ban, the second pitcher for Grace, as he relieved the starter Spivacek to begin the 6th inning. So Albers will step in here for Champlin Park. 1 for 1, a single, also had a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly. And lifts this one out to left field. Johnson underneath it, makes the catch for out number 1. Hunter Yerkes will be the batter here for Champlin Park. I think Hunter would probably if there was a player of the game, probably get it. 3 for 3, couple doubles for him. Chopper to third. It's a fair ball. And throw is in time, so 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. And the hitter now will be the pitcher, Nelson. Another look at that chance, handled rather flawlessly there by Holton. So Drew Nelson stepping in to hit here for the Rebels. Looks at a first pitch over for a strike. Doubt he's batted much this year. Yeah, he's just 0 for 1 as a hitter. And strike 2. Fouling that one back. And a rip and a miss. Radicek applies the tag, and so a 1-2-3 7th inning. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the bottom of 7. Champlin Park trying to nail down the win here in the Section 5 tournament.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Lindsay, for example. Her first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. Right away, she received professional training and now has the tools and skills necessary to produce her own show. She's turning dreams into realities right from her own home. And best of all, she's sharing her passion with members of her community and beyond. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
Nelson trying to finish off the Eagles and get set for a second game here. It'll be Radicek, Lindquist, and Rogg, the scheduled batters for Grace, as Radicek was up last inning, of course, when his teammate was picked off first to end the inning by the catcher Smith for Champlin Park. So Radicek didn't get to finish that at bat, so he is back in there to start the 7th. Fouls that first pitch back. And that one's high and inside. Two-one count here to Radicek. And a swing and a miss at that one, so 2-2. I guess the one bright spot, if you're Grace, from this game, even though they're losing big here, is that quite a few of the guys have hit the ball fairly well. A guy like Radicek here, 2 for 2 in a walk so far. Swings and misses here though and strikes out, but I think they still probably come into the second game with some confidence as hitters. Boy, just reared back and threw that one by him. And Lindquist will step up here for Grace. He also has a couple of hits tonight, 2 for 3. Drives it a long way to right field, but it's going to hang up. And catch made by Loven. That is out number 2. And Will Rogg will be the batter now for the Eagles. Late on that fastball, strike 1. So Rogg has not had success so far, but a chance to change that here. 'Nelson maybe a little extra pumped up trying to get that last out. That one way outside. One pitch fouled back, and Rebels 1 strike away from wrapping up game 1. Cut and a miss, and Rogg down on strikes as Nelson nails down this win. Champlin Park convincingly winning game 1 to force a game 2 for the title. Final score in this first game, Champlin Park 9, Totino-Grace 1. That will do it for this first game. Watch for game 2 in 12 Sports as well. Hope you've enjoyed this one as the Rebels force a second game for the Section 5 title here at CHS Field.